Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to understand how to send automated follow-up emails to Google Ads leads. So I run an online store where I'm receiving new leads through Google Ads. So I've already built an automation where I'm storing the leads received to my Google Sheets and then I'm sending a personalized email to all those leads. So now I've planned to build another automation where I'm planning to send the follow-up emails to the leads who haven't replied to my previous email. So now here I've shared my Google Sheets with my sales team who keep updating the status of my leads on my Google Sheets. So now here in this new automation, I want that every day my automation should run at a specific time and then automatically it should look up for the leads who haven't replied to my previous email in my Google Sheets, and after that automatically a follow-up mail should be sent to those leads through Gmail. So here to build this connection, I need to connect these applications using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to learn this process step by step, let me take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video, we are going to understand how to send automated follow-up emails to Google Ads leads using Pabbly Connect. So as I've already mentioned in my introduction that I run an online store and get a lot of leads from my Google Ads campaigns. So following up with each lead manually is time consuming and sometimes I miss out on potential customers. So by using Pabbly Connect, I have automated my follow-up process. So whenever someone fills out a form through my Google Ads, they automatically receive a personalized email, and if they don't respond to the first email, I want to set up a second follow-up email to ensure I stay in touch with them. So this keeps potential customers engaged, increases my chance of turning them into paying customers, and saves me the effort of manual follow-ups. So now here I've already created an automation where I'm receiving the leads from my Google Ads, and after receiving the leads, automatically that leads are being added in my Google Sheets with all the details, and after that automatically I'm sending an automated email through my Gmail account using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So now here after setting up this automation, I want to set up another automations for the leads that haven't replied to my first email, or you can say the leads that haven't reacted to our first email. So here you can see the Google Sheets where I've stored all the Google Lead Ads details, and here you can see a column of status over here, and I have used the drop down to mark the lead as per the replied and not replied status. So here my sales teams works on this Google Sheet, and whenever we receive a reply from any of the leads, then they mark them as a replied lead. But if the leads don't reply, then it is marked as not replied. So now I want to build an automation for the leads who have not replied to my first mail, and I want to send another follow-up mail to all that leads. So here to build this automation, I need to connect my Google Sheets with my Gmail account, and here to build this connection, I'm going to use an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software, and it connects all your favorite apps and makes them work together seamlessly. You can set it up to do things automatically like updating customer info across platforms or sending notifications when something important happens. It's really easy to use and saves you tons of time that you can spend on more important stuff. Plus, it keeps everything organized and error-free so you can focus on growing your business hassle-free. So this is the homepage of Pabbly Connect, and you can visit it by simply browsing for the URL pabbly.com/connect. Here you can see two options that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get 300 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to select Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as send automated follow-up emails to Google Ads leads. And here I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select the folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you have to click on this learn more link given over here. And by clicking on this, it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. So now moving back to my Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action, where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here, before beginning with our automation, let me take you back to the previous automation that I have shown you that I have created using Pabbly Connect. So here in this automation, you can see I have selected the trigger as Google Ads and the action as Google Sheets and Gmail. So here I've told you that I'm receiving new leads from my Google Ads, and after receiving the leads, automatically that leads are being added in my Google Sheets. And here you can see the Google Sheet where the leads are being added. So now moving back to my workflow, and after adding the leads in the Google Sheets, automatically we are sending a mail through our Gmail account so that we can start following up with the lead. So now I'm going to build another automation where I'm going to send another follow-up emails to the leads who haven't replied to my first mail. So for that, let me take you to my new workflow, and here in this workflow, I'm going to select my trigger as Schedule by Pabbly. So here I'm going to use a feature by Pabbly, that is Schedule by Pabbly. So here by selecting this particular feature, I'm going to schedule my workflow for every day, because at the end of the day, my sales teams update the status of all these leads, and I want to send a follow-up emails to all the leads who have not replied to my previous mail just right the next day. So for that, I'm going to build this automation, and I want to run this automation every day. That's why I'm going to use a feature by Pabbly, that is Schedule by Pabbly. So here in this feature, I'm going to select my trigger event as schedule this workflow, because I'm going to schedule this entire workflow, and then here it is asking me how often you want to run your workflow. So as I've already told you that I want to run this workflow every day at a specific time. So here to select this interval, I'm going to select every day, but you can run the workflows at regular intervals, once, days of the week, or dates of the month. So here I'm going to run my workflow every day. So here I'm going to select the every day, and then here it is asking me to select the time. So here I'm going to select the time as 10 a.m. So I'm going to select it, and now here after entering both the required details, I'm going to click on the save given over here. And here you can see we have received the successful response. That means we have successfully scheduled this entire workflow for every day at 10 a.m. So with this, we have successfully set up our trigger over here. Now let's move to our action step. Now here in action step, what I want is that every day at 10 a.m. this workflow should trigger, and it should look for the leads that haven't replied to my previous mail in my Google Sheets. So for that, here in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as Google Sheets. So Google Sheets is a free web-based spreadsheet program that allows you to create, edit and share spreadsheets online. It's like having a powerful and flexible digital workbook that you can access from any device with an internet connection. People use Google Sheets because it's super convenient for collaborating with others in real time, whether you are tracking expenses, creating project plans, analyzing data, or working on a group assignment. Google Sheets makes it easy to work together and stay organized. Plus, it integrates seamlessly with other Google apps like Google Drive and Google Forms, making it a go-to tool for personal and professional use. So here in my Google Sheets action step, I'm going to select my action event as Lookup Spreadsheets Rows V2. So I'm going to select this particular action event because I'm going to look up for the leads who haven't replied to my previous email in my Google Sheets. So for that, I'm going to use this particular action event, and now here to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Google Sheets account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this sign in with Google. Here I'm going to select my desired account. And here I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me to select the spreadsheet. So here to get this spreadsheet name, let me take you back to my Google Sheets, and here you can see my spreadsheet which I have created with the name Google Ads Leads. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to select my spreadsheet as Google Ads Leads. And now here after selecting my spreadsheet, here it is asking me to select the sheet. So here I'm going to select my sheet as sheet 1, moving forward, and then here it is asking me for lookup value. So here in the help text it says enter value to be searched in the column here. That means here we need to enter the value which we are going to search in our Google Sheets. So here I want to search the leads who have not replied to my previous mail. So that means here I'm going to search that leads based on the status over here. So here moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here for the lookup value I'm going to enter the value as not replied. Moving forward, and then here it is asking me for lookup column. So here in the help text it says search column. Here you can pass multiple comma separated columns. That means here I need to enter the lookup column where I can find this lookup value in my Google Sheets. So for that, let me take you back to my Google Sheets, and here you can see the status value are in my column D. So here my lookup column will be column D. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here for the lookup column I'm going to enter the column as column D. Moving forward, and then here it is asking me for end column of data. So here in the help text it says enter the column to which the data should be retrieved here. That means here I need to enter the number of column till which I want to retrieve the data. So I'm going to retrieve the data till the last column. So for that I'm going to enter the end column of data as D only. Moving forward, and then here it is asking me lookup as date. So here you can see my lookup value is not a date, and we are not going to look up it as a date. So for that I'm going to select no over here. Moving forward, and then here it is asking me use sheet headers as keys in response. So for that I'm going to select yes, and then here it is asking me to select the sort rows. That means here I need to select the sorting method that I want to search my value in. So here you can see I've received two options, that is top to bottom and bottom to top. So here I'm going to sort the rows from top to bottom. So here I'm going to select top, and now here after entering all the required details I'm going to click on this save and send test request. But here before clicking on this save and send test request I'm going to turn on this simple response button over here. So the reason behind of turning it on is that I want to receive all the data together of the leads who haven't replied to my previous email over here. So here to receive all the data together, I have to turn off this simple response button. And now here after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on this save and send test request. And here you can see we have received the successful response, and here we have received the rows found as 2, and here in this result field you can see the data of both of the rows over here. So here you can see the row index as 4, and here you can see the row values, and here you can see the row index as 5. So now let's go and check it in Google Sheets, and here you can see the leads who have not replied are in row index 4 and in the row index 5. So that means we have received a successful response over here. So now what we are going to do is that we are going to send a follow-up mail to both of these leads, and here to send the mail to both of the leads one by one, we need to use another feature by Pabbly, that is iterator by Pabbly. So here to use that feature we are going to add another action step button over here, and here in this action step we are going to select a feature by Pabbly, that is iterator by Pabbly. So here iterator is used because it iterates or loops through all the rows one by one and executes all the below actions multiple times based on the number of items in the whole data, or you can say that in whole array. That means here we are going to use this iterator by Pabbly because we want to send the email to all the leads who haven't replied to our mail one by one. So here you can see we have received the data over here in an array format, and we are going to use this array to send the mail one by one to all the leads who haven't replied to our previous mail. So for that we are using the feature by Pabbly, that is iterator by Pabbly, and here in this action event we are going to select the event as process arrays. So here iterator by Pabbly only process arrays. That's why we have preferred to receive the response in the array format in our previous Google Sheets action step. So here you can see the response, and now we are going to use it. So here to connect my iterator I'm going to click on this connect button given over here, and now here you can see it is asking me to choose the array. So here you can see it has automatically selected the array that I have received in my Google Sheets response. So I'm going to select it again, and now here after choosing the array I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received the successful response where we have received the values of that first lead who haven't replied to our previous mail, or you can say that we have received the values of that lead whose status has been not replied in our Google Sheet. So here you can see the row index of that lead is 4 and the name as Charlie Brown. Here you can see the email as charliebrown@pabblytunes.com. Here you can see the phone number and here you can see the status as not replied. So here as I'm testing this workflow, that's why I've received a single response over here. But if you're running this workflow live, then automatically it will pass one by one all the leads who haven't replied to your previous mail, and then automatically it is going to send the mail one by one to each of the lead. So with this, we have successfully set up this iterator action step as well. Now let's move to another action step by clicking on this add action step button given over here. And here in this action step, we are going to send a follow-up mail to all the leads who haven't replied to our previous mail. So here in this action step, we are going to select our action application as Gmail over here. So Gmail is Google's email service that lets you send and receive emails online. People love it because it's easy to use, has lots of storage space and keeps spam out of your inbox. It works well on any device and helps you stay organized with features like labels and filters. Whether you're emailing friends, managing work projects, or just staying connected, Gmail makes it simple and reliable. So here in my Gmail action step, I'm going to select my action event as send email V1. So that after extracting the details of the lead who hasn't replied to our previous mail, we can send a new follow-up email through our Gmail account to that lead. And now here to connect my Gmail with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Again, here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Gmail account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this connect with Gmail. Again, here I'm going to select my desired account. And I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me to enter the recipient email addresses. So here I need to enter the email address to whom I want to send this mail. So here I need to enter my lead address to whom I want to send this mail. So here instead of entering the email address manually, here I'm going to map the email address. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the responses I've received in my previous steps. Mapping makes our text dynamic so that whenever we are going to receive the new lead who haven't replied to our previous mail, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So here I'm going to map the email address of my lead who haven't replied to my previous mail. So this is the lead email, so here I'm going to map it. Moving forward, here the CC and BCC field are not a required field, so here I'm going to leave them blank. But if you want to add any CC or BCC, then you can do it as per your need. And then here it is asking me for the sender name. So I'm going to enter my store name, that is ABC Store. So this is going to be my sender name. Moving forward, and then here it is asking me for the email subject. So here I'm going to enter my email subject as just checking in, did you get my last email? So this is the email subject that I'm going to send with the follow-up mail to my lead. Moving forward, and again this reply to field is not a required field, so where I'm going to leave it blank. And then here it is asking me for the email content type. So I'm going to select my email content type as plain over here, and then here it is asking me to enter the email content. So I need to enter the email content which I want to send as a mail to all my leads who haven't replied to my previous mail. So I'm going to enter the email content as hi, I hope you're doing well. I wanted to follow up and check if you had a chance to review the email I sent you earlier about our products. I noticed you haven't responded yet and I just wanted to make sure you got it. If you have any questions or need more information, feel free to reach out. I'm here to help and would love to assist you with our products and services. Looking forward to hearing from you. Best regards, ABC Store. So this is the follow-up email that I'm going to send to my lead. And here I've taken a basic format, but you can add the email as per your need. And now here after entering this email content, moving forward, and then here it is asking me for the file name and the attachment. So here I'm not sending any attachment with my mail, so here I'm going to leave them blank. But if you want to add any attachment, then you can do it as per your need. And now here after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received the successful response. That means we have successfully sent a mail to our lead's email address. So now let's go and check our lead's email account. And here you can see the mail that our lead has received with the email subject as just checking in. Did you get my last email? And here you can see the sender name, that is ABC Store. And here you can see the body as hi. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to follow up and check if you had a chance to review the email I sent you earlier about our products. I noticed you haven't responded yet, and I just wanted to make sure you got it. If you have any questions or need more information, feel free to reach out. I'm here to help and would love to assist you with our product and services. Looking forward to hearing from you. Best regards, ABC Store. So this is the follow-up email that I have sent to my lead who haven't replied to my previous email. So with this, we have successfully set up this entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here in this video, I have told you that I have set up an automation previously where I'm receiving the leads from my Google Ads, and after receiving the leads, I'm adding the leads in my Google Sheets with all the details. And here, after adding the details in my Google Sheets, I'm sending a mail to all my leads to follow up with them further. And here, after building this automation, my sales team is maintaining my Google Sheets where they are updating the status of the leads who have replied to my mail and who haven't replied to my mail. So here I've built another automation to send the automated follow-up email to the leads who haven't replied to my previous mail. And here in this automation, we have taken a trigger as schedule by Pabbly and an action as Google Sheets, iterator by Pabbly and Gmail. So that every day at 10 a.m. our entire workflow is going to be triggered, and after that automatically it is going to look up for the not replied leads in our Google Sheets, and after getting the leads who haven't replied to our previous emails, automatically it is going to use iterator by Pabbly to send the mail to all that leads one by one, and then we have used Gmail to send the automated follow-up email to all those leads. So now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubt, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can contact us on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can contact us on www.pabbly.com. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.